was actually an idea pitched by my mother to me. She thought I was looking for a subject that'd be interesting, and my sister's story to her seemed like a very good, strong project.
The more I've been on set, the more I've experienced the story, and the more interested I've become, and the more I've learned about her story. And it's kind of more of an achievement than I ever thought it would be.
She's so young. She's 12 years old, and anything that like I'm not good at, which is a lot of things, right away like fascinates me that someone could pursue that and be so good at that at such a young age. And like the fact that she was so passionate about this project, it was really infectious.
Achieving such a high level of skill, getting into the Nutcracker play, getting the lead position, getting into the National Ballet School of Canada, it's just amazing how someone so young can achieve so much.
She's really articulate and so incredibly talented, as we heard from all of the different sources that we've gone to get interviews, and she just seems like to be a real beam of light in this little tiny community.
With my cinematography, I really wanted to have a lot of movement of the camera moving with Ariana through her dance, and yeah, I almost have to make a dance of my own with the camera.
We have two BTS in this project. One of it's Iris. She mostly do the writing work, set up Facebook page and writing messages, and me just like go on set and shoot all the photos of crew working.
The challenges, it's not really challenging, it's just like making sure you're there and ready, and then whenever the DOP needs something, that you're just ready to go.
Because you're working with a lot of different people, a lot of different organizations. So we had to ask National Ballet School for permission to film Ariana. We had to go to her studio, Jessica's Dance Innovations, that she was at before. So there was a lot of kind of legal wrangling that go on, and my co-director Josh and I, we've had to really unify our vision. We've had to really see what parts of the story were most important and become one on those parts.
We've had a lot of issues with making everyone attend meetings, and because of that, certain things happen where one person would plan something and it isn't communicated properly, and then we're trying to work off of two different types of schedules. So just making sure that everyone's on the same page has probably been the biggest challenge so far.
Overall, just a lot of scheduling issues, a lot of last minute changes threw us off course, but yeah, I think from here, I wish I had wood, knock on wood, that we're good from this point forward.
Working with the crew, personally, I've worked with most of the members of this crew previously. I've worked pretty good with the team, and I think overall as a crew we're working quite effectively, and we're all skilled individuals, so I think that's definitely helping.
Having another soundy on set was helpful for troubleshooting and whatnot, but everyone was really professional. It was a good environment.
This crew is all very quite capable. They take my direction well. No one fights me when I tell them to change something, which is a pretty big deal for me as a producer. But at the same time, I'm very comfortable giving them, everyone else, like the 95% creative control that they deserve on their respective roles.
Eden, our producer, is so good, and like you need he's also first AD. You need a good AD, especially with like all the time crunches we have, and Sean and everyone on camera has made it like absolutely gorgeous, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Ariana is super well spoken and a very good subject. She's very patient with all of our film quirks, and us like having to move her around and try to get the shot just right.
Family's been everything. Like they've been completely supportive and helped out as much as they possibly could, and I feel that they're really the heart and soul of the whole documentary. So they're doing a great job of showing who they are without being afraid, and really explaining the story the best they can.
I think this documentary will stand out from my other work because I haven't done anything to do with dance or anything that artistic, so I think it'll look really cool.
I always find with each production I do, I learn a little bit more, I get skills a little sharper, so hopefully this will be one of my best works to date.
Dance in general is so dynamic. The movement is so interesting, and it almost does half the work for me because I'm shooting such like a dynamic and beautiful subject. But yeah, I mean I really want this to stand out as some of my best lighting work, some of my best camera work.
I hope that this documentary can show a specific style and show kind of balance the poetic side, the artistic side of Ariana, this more imagination dance-based side, with the facts, with her story and all the people involved, like any documentary should.
I think the message of this story would really be that like you can do anything, doesn't matter your age, and like people are super talented, and as long as you work hard and train every single day, that you'll get where you want to be.
It's a sense of family. You need to get along with your family, and our story is about like quite a nice family relationship.
Pursue your passion, even if it means sacrificing everything that you currently have.
It doesn't really matter what your interests are, as long as you have an appreciation for people. Anyone can really find value in this film.
Being persistent and not giving up, and being dedicated to your craft. And I think a lot of people can take away from that. Like personally, I take away from it as like a cinematographer, not thinking that you have all the answers and always looking to learn and improve. And I think that's really what Ariana and her story is all about.
Ariana's school is filled with many different ballerinas from all around the world who've left their families behind. Also male ballet dancers as well. They've all left family behind in multiple different countries to be at the National Ballet School of Canada. And so I feel like this story definitely applies to them and should inspire them, as well as all other children involved in dance, because it's a huge community and there's many different young kids with that dream.
That's nice.